What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What is good? Keep it basketball here, man. We're going to be touching on some of the offseason trades that have gone on so far. It's been a pretty busy NBA offseason so far, man. It's been absolutely crazy. We already got tons of trades going on already. So we're going to be getting into all of that today. Check out whoever's watching, man. Shout out to whoever's watching, whatever platform you're on, man. Appreciate y'all coming out here. Let's make sure everything is ready. And let's get into it.
If I'm Ace Bailey, I can't get mad if my stock drops. He's canceled. If I'm Ace Bailey, I can't get mad if my stock drops. Can't get mad if my stock drops. He's canceled all workouts. Like, he hasn't worked out for any team.
Not one team?
No.
That's
He
crazy.
hasn't worked out for any
He's
team.
tripping.
I think they made a big deal because we were scheduled to work him out and he canceled the day of, but he hasn't worked out for any team.
Little better.
But you're not in a position to be making those demands. Make it to the league first.
Do you think that's him or the people around him?
It's for sure the people around
Gotta
him.
be, right?
For sure
Like-
the people around him. I don't think they're going about it the right way.
That, again, it just seems bold.
That's a kid that's been paid in college, bro. I got money. I don't
that's
care.
basically what he
I would
doing.
tell you where I want to go.
Yeah,
I got money now. This is a business. If I'm going to put my money behind you, I need to know that you're going to represent us well. It's almost the me before the team before he's on a team. He's not wrong for wanting to be a number one option. I'm with him all the way. The way of going about it is just not right. If I'm Ace Bailey, I can't get mad if my stock drops. He's canceled all workouts. Like, he hasn't worked out for any team.
Not one team?
No.
That's
He
crazy.
hasn't worked out for any
He's
team.
tripping.
I think they made a big deal because we were scheduled to work him out and he canceled the day of, but he hasn't worked out for any team.
Little better.
You're not in a position to be making those demands. Make it to the league first.
Do you think that's him or the people around him?
It's for sure the people around
Gotta
him.
be, right?
For sure
Like-
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We back. I had to go to the bathroom, man, but man's back now.
Standing is the Celtics are getting offers, calls on both Jaylen Brown and Derrick White. The Celtics have high price thresholds for both players. We know how great Jaylen Brown and Derrick White are, so I'm sure they're getting some massive offers, some pretty big time calls as well. Their preference has been to keep both players, but this is a team that's still in the first apron, still a luxury tax team, still dealing with the uncertainty of Jason Tatum's status next season. So at minimum, I expect Sam
Let me see. Is mic working now? You can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Hopefully y'all can hear me now. Yeah, man, what the fuck? The entire time my mic wasn't even working. What the fuck going on, man? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I appreciate it, Alejandro, man. Thanks for letting me know, man. Man, that's some bullshit. But yeah, man, NBA draft about to start soon. Y'all already know we got Cooper Flag expected to be chosen #1 overall, which is not a surprise to anybody. Obviously, we know that the Mavs were magically handed the #1 pick by a certain somebody, Adam Silver. So no surprise there. Let's take a look, man. I saw something that was absolutely crazy. They were talking about how much Cooper Flag is expected to make in his career. And bro, the number they just put out was bananas, bro. They said something like, they say Cooper Flag is projected to make $1 billion by the time he's 32 in the NBA. What? They say Cooper Flag is expected to make $1 billion by the time he's 32 in the NBA. Now, obviously, shout out to Alejandro. Shout out for the follow, man. Now, obviously, that's if he actually, you know, makes it to the level he's supposed to make it at and just becomes a generational talent that he's supposed to be. But, bro, that's absolutely crazy, bro. Because here's what they're saying. Here's what they're projecting. So they're saying how he can make $1 billion by the time he's 32. They're saying his rookie deal is projected to be $62 million. So that's probably going to be a 4-year rookie deal with the Dallas Mavericks. $62 million. They got a 30% supermax increase in the cap. That means his second deal would be $359 million max if he gets the max. And then his second deal, if he gets a second supermax, will be $509 million. So that's great. Who's going second? Am I showing the draft? I actually can't show the actual draft, but I can do live reaction to watch with you. They'll take my shit down if I show that. So I actually can't show that shit. We got the San Antonio Spurs going second in the draft. Philadelphia 76ers going third. Charlotte Hornets going fourth. Utah Jazz fifth. Washington Wizards #6. Pelicans are 7th. Brooklyn Nets are 8th. Toronto Raptors are 9th. The Houston Rockets were supposed to be 10th, but they obviously traded that pick so they can get Kevin Durant. So, all right. Draft about to start, man. Commissioner getting booed and shit. Nah, I can't show the draft on screen. It's crazy, man. Oh, shit. Right now we got Adam Silver talking. Jay Garcia, I don't know, man. But unfortunately, if I show up, man, TikTok gonna take it down and ban my account. I really do wish I could show y'all, man. The draft has started now. It's just Adam Silver talking right now. Right now, there's in the draft. Who's the there's a guy named Igor Denham, and it looks like he's following the foot. He's like a 6'8" guard. Sorry, a forward from BYU. And I don't know, man. This guy looks like he could be like a Luka Doncic clone or some shit, man. Bro, I'm watching it on like if y'all got cable, you know, there's like a web thing or like web applications you could buy if you got cable. I'm watching it on my like cable service essentially. So right now we're just seeing Adam Silver talk right now. Just whatever commissioner talk he has to talk about it. Don't tell me I sent you here, but there's a website and let me hook y'all up. Hold on, let me hook y'all up, man. I'm gonna hook y'all up with a link. Cause I rock with y'all. Let me just find it again. What's it called? Oh, we got #1 pick right now. Dallas Mavericks. So the Dallas Mavericks have 5 minutes to get on the board. And in the meantime, let me find that link for you. I'm trying to remember what that website is called. Give me a moment here. Bro, where was that link that I had before? What the fuck? Well, give me a second. Because I've been struggle gang like y'all, man. I know how that shit feels. Now I can't show it, unfortunately. It's called buffstreams.app. Go to buffstreams.app. Buffstreams.app and try to find that. There's a whole bunch of other shit as well, too. You know, there's various versions of Met streams and all that shit. Y'all can tap in with that and see it. And unfortunately, I can't show the stream. .app. A-P-P. Yeah, let me write down in the chat just because I mess with y'all. Yeah, Buff Streams with the S. Here, I'm gonna put it right there. Don't tell. I didn't tell you that though. My hand slipped and put that keyboard in. Ha ha ha. So first #1 overall pick is Dallas Mavericks. It's already started, my guy. You're in Spain. It's already started. I know you was probably 6 hours ahead. So it's probably late as hell where you're at. With the NBA draft just started. Right now, the Dallas Mavericks are on the board. They have 3 minutes to choose to make their pick. Now, obviously, it's 100% chance that they're picking Cooper Flag. Appreciate it, gang. Appreciate it. Hey, man. I rock with y'all, so I'm gonna help y'all out. We all get to watch this together. If we don't pick Cooper, right? Nah. I think if Nico Harrison doesn't pick Cooper, man, they're gonna damn near burn his house down in Dallas, man. This guy will not be able to walk. The fact that he already the fact that he already traded Luka, man, this guy has to be in a position where he gets it right. From what everyone is saying, man, Cooper Flag is a generational talent. Hey, no problem, y'all. Just make sure y'all as a favor, man, appreciation, man. Just make sure y'all like the stream in the algorithm, man. It helps me out a lot. Like the stream in the algorithm. Give me a follow. We're gonna have a lot of other content coming soon, man. I'm gonna start posting on TikTok again. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the picks again. So we got #1 Dallas Mavericks. They're #1 overall right now. They're on the board. They got about 2 minutes to pick. #2 we have the San Antonio Spurs. #3 we have the Philadelphia 76ers. #4 we have the Charlotte Hornets. #5 we got the Utah Draft. #6 we got the Wizards. #7 we got the Pelicans. 8 we got the Nets. 9 Raptors, and then 10 we got the Houston Rockets, who had that pick, but they traded it to Phoenix for KD. Yeah, y'all enjoy the draft too, man. We'll all do a live watch party together and shit. You know what I mean? Now I don't think I'm gonna be doing the whole draft here. I'm gonna probably tap out maybe at around 9 o'clock, but I at least want to kick it with y'all and watch the first 10 picks. MTB Jolly Boy says, how does the draft work? Well, the draft in the NBA is a little bit different. Like, I don't know if y'all watch other sports as well too. NFL In the NFL, they do it based on the order, like your record. So the team that has the worst record gets the number 1 pick. But in the NBA, for I believe the first 5 picks, they have like a lottery, and essentially they just put a bunch of balls in the lottery, and that's who chooses who gets the number 1 pick. I can't actually show can't see nothing. What do you mean by I don't see nothing? So yeah, so essentially they put the balls in and they do like a random thing, essentially to pick it out. And even though the Dallas Mavericks only had, I believe, like a 7% chance to get the number 1 pick, somehow they ended up getting it. Now, I don't know how. I don't know how the team with a 7% chance that just lost their biggest asset in Luka Doncic gets a number 1 pick, but hey, that's what happened. You know what I mean? What'd you call it? Oh, it's 4 point. Yeah, there you go, Alejandro. 4.8% chance. So even lower, which is wild as hell to me. I don't know how the hell that happened. I'm Silver. But you know what I mean? They lose Luka, and they're gonna get who's projected to be a generational talent in Cooper Flag. So we'll see what happens, man. Minty B Jolly Boy says, "Are there any Australian players in the draft?" I actually don't know. Let me take a look at that. Let me take a look. I'm gonna take a quick look right now. Are there any NBA? So I'm just asking ChatGPT right here. There's a couple guys actually from Australia, which I didn't even know. There's a guy named Alex Condon, but it looks like he withdrew and returned to college. There's a guy named Alex Toohey. He's a Sydney Kingsguard, and it looks like he's projected to go early to mid 2nd round. There's another Duke guard named Tyrese Proctor, and he's gonna projected to go in the late 2nd round. And there's another dude who's Rocco Zakarski. This guy's like a 7'3" center, so this guy's a pretty big dude. And he's projected to go late 2nd as well. But shout out to Australia, man. I know y'all got some hoopers, man. We out here in Canada, man. You know we got the hoopers, man. We got SGA. Yeah, I mean we got SGA. Oh, Cooper Flag just got picked number 1 overall. It's official, gang. It's official. We got Cooper Flag. Dallas Mavericks, it's official. They just chose Cooper Flag as the number 1 overall pick. Number 1 overall, 18 years old. So Alejandro, you could be happy, man. He didn't fuck it up. Nico didn't mess this one up. Damn, okay. Just so y'all know, Kyrie Irving just re-signed with the Dallas Mavericks as well. He turned down his player option and re-signed with the Dallas Mavericks on a 3-year, $119 million contract. So y'all are about to have a healthy AD coming back. Y'all got Kyrie Irving. So, you know, he had the ACL tear, but he will be coming back as well. And then you got Cooper, man. So this Dallas team looks like it could be pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. This Dallas team, if Cooper is projected to be what they say he's gonna be, this Dallas team is gonna be super tough. Maybe y'all might not have to burn down Nico's house after all, you know. Oh, shout out to Jay Garcia, man. I appreciate the roses, gang. I appreciate that. We're all doing a live watch, man. 15 coins, that's crazy. That's the most I ever got me. Hey, man, I know, listen, man, I know everybody out here works hard for the money and all that stuff like that. I appreciate the coins, man. I really do appreciate that. I mean, I really do appreciate that, gang. Much love, much love. So they're showing the highlights for Cooper right now. So right now we got the San Antonio Spurs up next. So you got 4 minutes on the clock to choose. So we're going to see who the San Antonio Spurs choose. Who knows, they might trade the pick, who knows. What I think the 76ers will choose. Where are the 76ers in the draft? Yeah, I feel that 76ers are 3rd. Let me see. They might choose that Ace Bailey dude. And just so y'all, like Ace Bailey, there's a little bit of a controversy around him because he essentially he's a prospect. He only played 1 year at Rutgers. Oh, shout out to K as well for the 2 coins, man. I appreciate that. Ace Bailey, yeah, he's a prospect out of Rutgers. He only played 1 year at Rutgers. But there's a big controversy. Paul George was actually talking about it earlier on his podcast, because he refused a workout with every single NBA team, which usually is not done at all, right? Like if you're an NBA prospect, usually you still, even though you know a team might pick you, you usually work out with all the different teams, you know, just to keep your options open. You know, things can happen and things in the NBA can change. But he turned down every single workout with every single team. So obviously that's probably something that his team is telling him to do, and not something that he probably wants to do as a hooper. But bro, with these new kids with the NIL money and stuff like that, man, like a lot of these guys are already rich when they come into the NBA, so their mindset is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Jokic top 10 all time. Oh, without a doubt, bro. We're gonna have to have that conversation eventually. I don't think people are really having that conversation, but especially with the season Jokic had this year, bro. Come on, bro. This guy was putting up crazy numbers, man. Shout out to SGA, man. You know, we in Canada right now, so what you call it? Pavel Muric says, "Let's argue." Is that Maric? Is your last name Maric? If your name ends with a itch, you're definitely Serbian or Croatian, gang. But I gotta give it to my boy SGA, man. I'm always gonna give leniency. Even though I rock heavy with Jokic, you got to give leniency to the guy or to the team that had the best record in the NBA. I mean, what they did this season was absolutely amazing. I'm sure it's got to. Yeah, he did have a 30-20-20 game. But I would say the modern NBA is also maybe a little bit more suited for the type of style that Jokic plays as well. Alejandro says, "What do you think about John Jones retiring?" Yeah, this guy's talking about a whole other sport, man. I'm not as well knowledgeable about MMA. I'm not gonna lie. I know John Jones, from what I understand, is considered to be like one of the best. It's essentially considered to be one of the best fighters of all time, if I'm not mistaken, right? I mean, John Jones, bro, he's been mad inconsistent. He's had a lot of issues with, you know, not passing drug tests and all sorts of stuff like that. I think he got to a point where he just said, "Man, fuck it, man. I've made enough money. It is what it is." And, you know, the older you get, at a certain point, your body doesn't work the same way that you used to before, right? Like, at a certain point, you as you get older, it gets harder to maintain your fitness level. It gets harder to train, all that stuff. So I think he probably just got to a point where he's like, you know what, man? I'm gonna just call it a day. Hey, Pavel Maric, you from Serbia? Are you from, do you live in the capital? You from Belgrade? Shout out to all my Serbians, man. Shout out to all my Serbians. Are you from Belgrade, my G? What do you say? You said Nuggets won't win in the next 50 years when he leaves. Shout out to Belgrade. Hey, I know the Belgrade Red Stars. Shout out to Belgrade. No superstar, no all-star teammate. Well, I will say no all-star teammate, but I know Jamal Murray is inconsistent, but he does have a Jamal Murray. 3 MVP, 1 chip. Which is carrying the Nuggets. Oh, Jabari Parker is playing in Partizan now? I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, Pavel Maric. Bro, I've seen... So people talk about, NBA crowds, whatever crowds, bro. I've seen, those Serbian crowds that when they play basketball in those Serbian crowds. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life, bro. If y'all never seen Serbian basketball before, bro, go search Serbian basketball, like the live crowd. It's the wildest shit you've ever seen, bro. I'm convinced that Serbian fans are like the best basketball fans. Oh, okay. So we got number 2 on the board. So the San Antonio Spurs just picked Dylan Harper, guard from Rutgers, number 2 overall. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Partizan Rest. Yeah, bro. Serbia, when it comes to basketball, I know y'all, the football is crazy too. Y'all be like lighting flares in the air and all sorts of other crazy shit. But when it comes to basketball, man, if y'all want to see some crazy shit, y'all think NBA crowds are crazy or whatever the fuck? Nah. Go search Serbian basketball. The crowds, it puts everything in the NBA to shame. I remember there's one interview where they asked Jokic about like, oh, do you feel nervous about playing the NBA? And he said something along the lines of, brother, I played in Serbia. There's a reason he said that, man. Go YouTube that shit. So we got Dylan Harper, number 2 overall to the San Antonio Spurs. So the San Antonio Spurs choose another guard. So his father actually, this guy's father actually used to play in the NBA as well too. He said, fun fact about Serbian basketball, top 2 Serbian teams are being fully financed by. What shit? What the fuck? Yeah, that's a crazy fact, bro. So, yo, that's, I don't know whether to say that's smart or that's messed up, bro. How you gonna finance the top 2 teams? You're just rigging the game for yourself. So regardless of who wins or who loses, you still win at the end of the day. That's crazy. But yeah, it's official. We got Dylan Harper, number 2 overall pick to the Spurs. So the Spurs have another guard now. So they now have a crazy roster right now. They got Stephon Castle. Obviously, they have Wemby. Sorry, San Antonio Spurs. Look at the roster again. And then this year, they obviously traded for De'Aaron Fox as well. Bismack Biyombo was on the Spurs. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Bismack Biyombo was on the Raptors a long, long time ago, man. So that's messed up because he's buying fans and ultras like that. That's whack, bro. How you gonna buy the top 2 teams, man? You got to support one team, and that should be like your team. You know what I mean? You can't have 2 teams in the same league. Now, if you had one team in Serbia, and then you had like another team in another country, I can understand that. We can't buy the 2 main teams, bro. What type of shit is that? I don't know if Chris Paul's going to re-sign with the Spurs, but we got Wemby, Stephon Castle, we got De'Aaron Fox, and now they just drafted this guy, Dylan Harper, number 2 overall. I think he has I don't know if this is a girl with him. Looks like his short. I don't know if this is shorty or his mom. What, that's his mom? Maria Harper. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Y'all chat, if y'all watching this, man. This guy's mom is actually kind of bad, yeah. She's kind of bad. What? I thought this was like his girl or something like that. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Keep your mom away from the NBA. Them players gonna be hollering at her like crazy. Keep your moms away from the NBA. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. I really appreciate it. We're on the road to 500 followers, subs, likes, everything. So like the stream if you're enjoying it so far. We're doing the live watch for the NBA draft right now. The Spurs just picked Dylan Harper, number 2 overall. So it looks like the Spurs are really, really building up. Obviously, they had Wemby that they chose a couple years ago. Or sorry, that was just last year. For that 2024. Yeah, so they have Wemby. They have Stephon Castle. And now they have a Dylan Harper. And then obviously this year they traded for I keep forgetting his name, man. For De'Aaron Fox as well too. Yeah, bro. Cooper Flag is projected to be like a generational talent. So he's really like that. And obviously they every time there's a big player they say generational talent, they said the same thing for Wemby as well. But from everything that we're seeing and from what I've seen him hoop as well too when he was at Duke a couple games, he's really like that. And I think with Jason Kidd as the coach for the Dallas Mavericks, I think Jason Kidd will be able to develop him as well. Yeah, bro, Wemby is just, bro. Did y'all see Wemby? He went to China to train with the monks. like, when have you ever seen an NBA player do that, bro? Wemby is an alien, bro. Like, and not just like an alien in terms of his body and how he plays and his composition, like a literal alien in terms of his mentality as well. Like when he came to the NBA, he was, obviously, when you meet your heroes, and he talks about just meeting some of his heroes and just being a little bit disappointed because they didn't work as hard as he thought they did. Like. Crazy. Shout out to Pavel Maric. Appreciate the follow, man. But yeah, Wemby is just a whole different mindset, man. This guy, if he's able to stay healthy, he's for real going to be generational, bro, because we've never seen nothing like it. He's absolutely crazy. Okay, 76ers are up next on the clock. We're going to see what the 76ers do. 76ers are up next on the clock. They got 13 seconds to choose. We're going to see who they choose in the 2024-2025 NBA draft. I'm going to post on the socials. Oh. So there's a story developing. I'm just getting this just now. It looks like the Bulls are looking to trade Lonzo Ball or Kobe White before they make their number 12 pick. So expect Lonzo Ball or Kobe White to potentially be traded before the Bulls make their pick. Now, I believe the Bulls just re-signed Lonzo Ball in a pretty cheap contract last year. I believe it was like it might have been like a 1 year, $20 million contract or something like that. Let me double check that. Lonzo Ball. I think it was like an extension. Yeah, okay, so he reached a 2 year, $20 million contract extension with the Bulls. And, you know, when you're signing a contract like that in today's NBA, you're essentially making your deal team friendly from what the deal he already had, so that you can it'll be easier for him to have potential trade talks as well. So 76ers are on the board right now. We're gonna see who they're about to pick. VJ Edgecomb. So the 76ers chose VJ Edgecomb. He's a guard from Baylor. Where I don't know what the 76ers are doing, gang. I mean, I don't know why they're choosing another guard when... Didn't they just choose Jared McCain? Okay, Jared McCain's a point guard, obviously, but I don't know why they need another guard. This guy is 6'4", so maybe they're expecting him to play shooting guard. But they also have Paul George, though. Like, I don't understand. So maybe they're trying to get rid of Paul George then, if that's the case. Because it makes more sense to have McCain there. Obviously, you just drafted McCain last year, and he was balling before he got injured. Maybe they're trying to move Paul George, because if they're Ace didn't go to Philly. Carter, what up to you, Carter? Appreciate it coming through. Ace did not go to Philly. Philly they just took VJ Edgecomb, guard from Baylor, which is a little bit confusing because obviously they have Paul George already, and they drafted McCain last year. So I'm not sure. Is Philadelphia trying to move Paul George eventually? I mean, it looks like they might. Looks like Philadelphia wants to get rid of Podcast P. So yeah, man, we might be looking at a hard reset, a hard rebuild in Philly again, man. I don't know, because if you're drafting a guard and you already got Paul George, man, it looks like Paul George is going bye. So we're gonna see what's going on there. Next up on the board, we got the Charlotte Hornets at number 4, and then after that, we got the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz have been making a lot of moves as well. Utah Jazz are It's rumored that they made a big offer for Jaylen Brown, so it looks like they're trying to take potentially poach Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. Now, I don't know if Jaylen Brown's actually going to go, or if they're going to Boston's going to let go of him. Obviously, Jason Tatum suffered that Achilles tear injury, but Boston has been offloading a lot of their players so far. They've already traded Porzingis, they traded Jrue Holiday, and they're getting offers for Derrick White as well as Jaylen Brown. So by the time Jason Tatum comes back from his injury, man, this Boston Celtics team might look a lot different than it looked when they won that championship. I'm not sure if y'all know, but with the luxury taxes, but essentially the luxury taxes, players get fined an extra amount by the NBA whenever they go over the salary cap. And Boston Celtics has been paying way over the salary cap. So they've been getting fined a lot of money to be able to keep that team together. And they just got sold last year to a new owner. So new owner gets a team. Obviously, you just paid $6 billion for that team. You don't want to pay $6 billion and then on top of that have to pay a luxury tax. So they're offloading a bunch of players, man. So they got rid of Porzingis already, and they traded Jrue Holiday, which saved them a lot of money in cap. They obviously have that big Jaylen Brown contract. Jaylen Brown signed a 5-year, $305 million contract. So they would potentially love to get rid of that contract, but I'm not sure if they'll do it just for the single fact that Jason Tatum went down with that Achilles injury, and they probably still want to sell some tickets for next year. So, but I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all guys think. The East is wide open next year, man. Like, I don't really know what the Sixers are doing, but the Sixers have a potential to go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, man, because you got Tyrese Halliburton, who just got injured. He has an Achilles tear. He's not going to be back for at least a whole calendar year. So he's probably going to miss the entire next year. You know, the only real formidable opponent right in the East right now is probably the Knicks. The Knicks or the 76ers. If the 76ers can stay healthy and get their shit together. Okay, we got Charlotte Hornets next. So we got VJ Edgecombe to Philadelphia with the 3rd pick overall in the 2024-2025 NBA draft. I think they're from the Bahamas too. Shout out to the islands, man. Okay, we got. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. All right, so we got the Charlotte. Their pick is in. So we about to see if they're going to be taking Ace. Again, Ace Bailey was who I was talking about earlier. There was a big controversy around the fact that he didn't want to work out with any of the teams. He declined every single workout with every single NBA team that offered it. But we're going to see if the Hornets bite. I think the Hornets will take Ace. But we'll see. We'll see. Man, these guys keep yapping like a million miles per hour, man. Let's just show us a pick, man. I'm not trying to hear Stephen A talk, man. Trying to hear that, man. I want to see the pick. I mean, again, to show y'all the draft order. Here it is. All right, and this pick will be in soon. Let's check Twitter to see if anything going on right now. So again, we also had a developing story about the Bulls. So it looks like the Bulls may be looking to trade Lonzo Ball or Cody White before they make their pick. The Bulls have the number 12 pick in the draft right now. Oh, here we go. Damn, they didn't take Ace. So they took Con Kneppel from Duke. This guy looks mad young. This guy. This guy looks like he'll still be 16, 17, bro. What the hell? So with the number 4 overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets take Con Knuckle from Duke. All right. So it looks like Ace Bailey not attending those workouts really did affect his draft stock because this guy has fell quite a bit. He was projected to go number 3 overall. That's where the original draft projections were putting Ace Bailey. So it looks like that him not attending those workouts and his team advising him not to do any workouts at all has actually affected his draft stock, which is a little bit unfortunate, man. I'd be a little bit disappointed if I was his handlers. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Gotta block that, G. Hold on, give me a second here. Block that shit. Right, next we got the Utah Jazz on the clock. Utah Jazz. Then we have the Washington Wizards, New Orleans Pelicans, and we got the Brooklyn Nets, Toronto Raptors, and then the Phoenix Suns, who have the number 10 pick, who they got from the Houston Rockets after that KD trade. Let me go ahead and block this motherfucker right here. On Knuckle. These guys all got that mullet haircut, man. I got mad brothers. They got 4 brothers, man. Daddy was getting busy. Okay, so we got Cooper Flag number 1 to the Dallas Mavericks. We got Dylan Harper as the number 2 pick going to the Brooklyn Nets. We got VJ Edgecombe, guard, being picked by the Philadelphia 76ers. And now we have Con Knuckle going to the Charlotte Hornets. So the first 4 picks are in. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit surprised the Charlotte Hornets didn't pick Ace. But it's looking like that draft stock fell as a result of him not going to those workouts. And we also got to show you the new look Mavericks, man. Now that they have Cooper Flag with the Mavericks fans are still chanting fire Nico, even though they got that number 1 overall pick. Nico Harrison will be hated for a long time in Dallas, man. He will be hated for a long time. All right, next we got the Utah Jazz on the board. They got 2 minutes to lock their pick in. Oops. So anyone just tuning in, man, like the stream, man. I appreciate all the love. Helps me out a lot in the algorithm. We're on the road to 500 followers, 500 subs, followers, all that, man. So any like in the algorithm helps a lot. We got Cooper Flag number 1 overall, as expected. He goes to Dallas, so he is part of the Dallas Mavericks and the new look Dallas Mavericks, man. Dallas Mavericks are looking nice right now. So if the Dallas Mavericks are completely healthy, man, they're gonna have Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Derek Lively, and most likely Cooper Flag as their starting 5. So that's gonna be a pretty solid starting 5. They still have PJ Washington, they still have Daniel Gafford. So we'll see what they'll do. Obviously, they still have they have Caleb Martin as well too. So we'll see if the Dallas Mavericks try to make any additional moves, but getting the number overall pick, man, you can't be mad at that. Especially one who's projected to be a generational talent like Cooper Flag. The Dallas Mavericks are extremely happy with their pick. Number 2 pick for the San Antonio Spurs. We got Dylan Harper. And the number 3 overall pick was VJ Edgecombe, guard, for the number overall 3 pick. Now we got to start asking a little bit of questions of, if the 76ers are choosing a guard when they already have Paul George, are they trying to get rid of Paul George? So there, who knows, man? There may be potential talks of trading Paul George to another team, because they just drafted a guard last year as well to the 76ers. The dude that be wearing nail polish and shit. What's his name again? Jared McCain. And Jared McCain was actually having a solid season, man. He was balling before he got injured. He was playing phenomenal, especially as a rookie. So the fact that they just got Jared McCain, obviously he's a point guard. They have Tyrese Maxey, and now they just added another guard. Like 76ers have just too many guards right now. They have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey. Oh yeah, I forgot Quentin Grimes. They have Quentin Grimes too, Jared McCain. So the 76ers right now, they have a lot of guards, man. So I would expect that someone else on that Sixers team is probably going to get traded or moved. Unless they're just going to add this rookie and just keep him on the bench for the most part, just to add some extra depth. But okay, we got the Jazz coming in right now. Utah Jazz select Ace Bailey. So Ace Bailey is finally off the board. Ace Bailey is going to Utah. Okay, so Ace Bailey's off the board. He's going to the Utah. Utah Jazz have chosen him. Number 5 overall in the draft. Ace Bailey. He's finally gone off the board. He looks mad young, I ain't gonna lie. So we got Ace Bailey, number 5 overall, going to the Utah Jazz. This is going to be interesting. We're also hearing rumors of the Utah Jazz. There was a rumor earlier that the Utah Jazz put in a big offer to the Boston Celtics for Jaylen Brown. So the Utah Jazz are obviously in a rebuild. They had one of the worst records last year in the NBA. They've got quite a bit of people on their roster that they could use for trades. They have Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton. So they got Cody Williams. They got a lot of potential pieces they could use in trade talks as well, if they want to land a big fish. But it's official. Ace Bailey is off the board. Number 5 overall to the Utah Jazz. Now they're just showing Ace Bailey training with Giannis right now. I ain't gonna lie, Ace Bailey look like a hooper though. He looked like a pure hooper, I ain't gonna lie. All right, so Ace Bailey, number 5 off the board. I'm gonna show y'all the draft. I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. Hey. Went through a quick bathroom break. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the mic right now, man. Like every time I switch the scene. Yeah, when I switch that scene, for whatever reason, the mic just starts flipping out. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's showing that it's working, but I'm gonna have to look into that later and see what's going on. It's just starting annoying because I want to be able to show y'all what's on the clock too. With the draft order and everything like that, but if it's not working, it's not working. It is what it is. So yeah, just to recap so far, number 1 overall, we got Cooper Flag going to Duke. Spurs drafted Dylan Harper from Rutgers. 76ers draft another guard, VJ Edgecombe. So we're going to figure out what's going on with the 76ers. I mean, who knows, man? Paul George may be out of there. They may be wanting to keep VJ Edgecombe for some extra depth. I don't know, but I don't know. Just looking at the season that Paul George and the 76ers had this year, it was an absolute disaster, man. So many injuries. I would not be surprised at all if they just get rid of Podcast P, man. If they just say, Podcast P, man, you got to pack your bags. You're out of here, man. And I know Philly is not happy with Podcast P either. I mean, the fact that they were having such a losing record and he was still doing his podcast in the middle of the season, man, it's like, you got to have your priorities, man. You got to make the main thing the main thing. You are a basketball player, number 1. So we got the Washington Wizards on the clock right now. New Orleans Pelicans are going afterwards at number 7. Brooklyn Nets are number 8. Toronto Raptors number 9. And then 10 is going to be the Phoenix Suns. Trying out the Wizards are on the clock right now, man. The Wizards are looking old and decrepit, man. They just have a bunch of veterans on their team. They've been making trades for a crazy amount of veterans. The Wizards right now, man. The Wizards roster. Who do they got on the roster right now? Oh, we got the pick in, number 6 pick. Trey Johnson from the University of Texas. Guard from Texas. The Washington Wizards have chosen Trey Johnson, guard from Texas. So he is on the Wizards, and he's being considered one of the best shooters in the NBA draft this year. So they're old, man. The Wizards right now are, I don't know, they traded for a bunch of older players. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA right now, and they need scoring, and it looks like they got it. So we got Trey Johnson, guard from Texas. Number 6 overall. And shout out to K, shout out to L. Shout out to Cat Laughing. Shout out to Raphael. Shout out to, I'm not sure what that is. I mean, your boy Nico, Kevin Chow, Global Bully Empire, Jim Pull Jim. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Let's report this one. Go ahead and block that. Let me take a look back at the Washington Wizards right now. All these guys have been hoping for a long, long time, man. So Trey Johnson to the Washington Wizards. It looks like he's happy about being the Wizards. Oh, wow. 20 points per game he was averaging. Oh, Untold FL, man. I fixed the audio. I don't know what was going on with it, but when I switched that screen, there was something going on, but I got it fixed. Yeah, right now, man, the Wizards starting lineup is I would say it's pretty old. You know, they got Alex Sarr, they got Chris Middleton, Bilal Coulibaly, CJ McCollum, Bub Carrington, Marcus Smart as the sixth man. So I think the Wizards, man, they need to get some youth on their team. I think this is a good first start, man. They need shooting as well, so they need a lot of offense. Shout to do, man. Okay, we got the New Orleans Pelicans on the clock now. Now, we're going to see what the Pelicans do, man. I feel like the Pelicans have been cursed for all the draft picks, man. They had Anthony Davis. He dipped out. Obviously, we know what's going on with Zion. Zion and all his issues, man. Oh, my God. What an absolute mess, bro. I think Zion's got to be one of the biggest fumbles in recent memory, him and John Morant, in terms of like how to structure and take care of your career, man. Like whoever these guys on these guys' team, like, and maybe these guys are just wild cards like that. I don't know. But man, these are guys that could have been easily generational talents. And I know John Morant, a lot of it's just injuries. Like when he's actually on the court, he balls out. But Zion, man, so you got to figure out what do you do with if you're the New Orleans Pelicans, man? Do you trade Zion? What do you do? What would y'all do, man, if you're in the situation with Zion? You trade him and just try to rebuild your team? I mean, even before he was even drafted by the New Orleans Pelicans, it looks like he didn't even want to go there. It looks like he wanted to go to New York. But honestly, judging by the way that he's started his career so far, man, if he was in New York, he would have been absolutely fried by that New York media. The New York media would have tore him apart. New York media would have absolutely tore Zion apart for the way he started his career up until this point. And all the injuries and everything like that, man. Oh, no. Right now, we got the New Orleans Pelicans on the clock. They got a minute left to choose. We're going to see who they pick for the number 7th pick in the NBA draft. Right now, you got Bob Myers talking. For those who don't know, he was a former general manager of the Golden State Warriors. And he's actually one of the pivotal pieces in drafting Clay, drafting Steph, drafting Draymond, putting that team together to be able to get them to that championship. Right now, we got the Pelicans on the clock. We'll see who they pick. Probably gonna do the top 10 picks. Let them head out of here. But we're just waiting for them to officially announce who the number 7 pick is in the NBA draft. Okay, pick is in, so we just gotta wait and see. Oh. Uh-oh. So it's just in here. We got one of the ESPN reporters, Jonathan Givony, saying that Ace Bailey did not want to be drafted to Utah, but it looks like they went ahead and drafted him anyways. Okay. So we got Jeremiah Fears from Oklahoma. And this man dripped out, bro. Look at the chain. Oh, that boy shining. Jeremiah Fears. That's a crazy last name to have. That's super tough. Oklahoma. Guard from Oklahoma. So we got Jeremiah Fears going to the New Orleans Pelicans. Number 7 overall. That boy is shining, bro. Look at the ice on that dude. He's got that number 0 chain, and he's got another chain on that says his last name Fears. That boy iced out. That boy is absolutely iced out. All right, we got the number 7 pick in. Jeremiah Fears going to New Orleans. He looks like a hooper too. They're showing some of his highlights. Okay, looks like he's a solid player on both ends. Oh, that was a hooper too. That was a hooper too. Man, a lot of these players are like second, almost damn near 3rd generation NBA players now. And his dad didn't play in the NBA, but his dad was a college player as well. So a lot of big hooper families. And man, Oklahoma, that specific college, Oklahoma has a lot of 1st round picks, man. They got Blake Griffin, Buddy Yield, Trae Young. Now they got this man. I got them chains on, iced out. Oklahoma producing some hoopers. But yeah, we got news here from ESPN. This is what is being reported by Legion Hoops. On Twitter, we got Jonathan Givony from ESPN reporting that Ace Bailey was chosen number 5 overall by the Utah Jazz. They're saying that he did not want to go to Utah, so that's going to be a developing story. That's pretty interesting. Ace Bailey also, before the draft, there was controversy about him not attending any pre-draft workouts as well. So that's a big deal as well. Not attending any pre-draft workouts, which is, for the most part, unheard of. Usually players will attend the pre-draft workout to the team that they want to be drafted to, or they'll attend multiple team drafts, you know? Like, obviously, if you're like a player like Cooper Flag, where you're going number 1 overall to Dallas, you're probably only attending the Dallas draft, their pre-draft workout. But Ace Bailey turned down every single offer and did not work out for any single team at all. So I'm sure that rubbed a lot of teams the wrong way. And now we got chosen by Utah. So we got the Brooklyn Nets up next on the board. Brooklyn Nets are on the clock. Brooklyn Nets are on the clock, and we're going to see what they're going to do. Now, the Brooklyn Nets have an abundance of draft picks. So look at the Brooklyn Nets got the 8th pick. They have the 19th pick. They have the 26th, 27th pick as well. So they got, in this first round alone, the Brooklyn Nets have, what was that, 4 or 5 picks. So they got number 8. Brooklyn Nets are 8th. Let me double check here. They're also 19th, 26th, and 27th. The Brooklyn Nets have an abundance of first round picks. So we're going to see if they keep that pick or if they trade it. They got about a minute left to be able to lock that pick in, and they're on the clock right now. So we're going to see, man. At this point, in my opinion, I would think that the Brooklyn Nets are probably done with trying to get a big fish, unless it's potentially Giannis, but we don't know what's going on with Giannis yet. There hasn't been any updates on whether he's looking to leave the Bucks or whether he's looking to move on to greener pastures. But if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I would just restart through the draft. Like, you already have some pretty solid players on your team right now, but you just need to be able to add a little bit of depth right now. Right now they have Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, D. Russ is going to be a free agent. Cam Thomas is going to be a free agent as well too. They got a lot of cap space. They were 12th in the East, so if I'm them, I'll just rebuild through the draft, man. They already tried the big star-studded roster when they had Kyrie, when they had KD, and when they had James Harden. And before that, they had a pretty solid team, and they pretty much just went all in on those 3 guys, and it did not work out. So if I'm them, just build through the draft, man, and build your team piece by piece. And right now, the pick is in. We're just waiting for them to officially announce it. The Brooklyn Nets officially have their pick in. Now the Brooklyn Nets are on the clock. They got their pick in. Yegor Demin. This is the dude I was talking about earlier from Russia. He went to BYU. He's a guard. This dude's 6'8". This guy left his family at 15 years old to go play ball overseas. And just like Luka Doncic, at one point he played for Real Madrid in Europe and Spain. Averaged 10 points per game at BYU. This man looks tall as hell, 6'8". So we got the number 8 overall pick, Igor Demin from BYU, going to the Brooklyn Nets. And this guy's from Russia. They're saying that he left his family at 15 years old to play professionally. Also played for Real Madrid at one point, like Luka Doncic in Spain. .6'8" guard from BYU. And right now we have the Raptors on the clock. The Raptors will be choosing next. I'll be dropping off after the number 10th pick. Well, appreciate everybody who joined the live up until this point. Appreciate all the likes, follow, subscribes, man. Everything helps me out a lot in the algorithm. We're trying to grow the page. and I'll be posting more on TikTok and other platforms in the upcoming weeks. Things have been pretty busy lately, but I'll definitely put some more videos up shortly. This guy's all the way from Russia, left at 15 to go to Spain, then went to BYU, and now he's in the NBA playing for the Brooklyn Nets. That's a long journey, man. Leaving your family at 15 from Russia to go to Spain and play professionally, following in the footsteps of Luka Doncic going to Spain. We got a lot of Russian players in the NBA. Okay, Timothy Mozgov. Are there any current players? Sergei Karasev, Sasha Khan, Timothy Mozgov. This guy's super tall. He's 6'9". Okay. Next, we got the Toronto Raptors on the board. We're going to see who the Toronto Raptors choose. They got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to be able to make their pick and finalize that. We're going to be dropping off after the number 10 pick. I ain't gonna lie, this Jeremiah Fears dude looks super tough. Jeremiah Fears looks super tough. He looks like he's a really aggressive too, likes to attack the basket. Oh, look at that drop there. Okay. Look at some of this.
Can't handle it's going to knock you out of the tournament. And Kentucky's so good with Williams and Carr both rolling out of it.
Spears pretty. You talk about scores. He's one of them. As Spears penetrates against Chandler. He's deep and he lays it up and in.
That's how he can get.
And another empty trip for the Cats. Spears. Boy, is he tough. And yeah, you're right, Jimmy.
I ain't gonna lie, Fears looks pretty hard, man. Raptors pick in 1 minute. We're gonna see who the Raptors choose number 9 in the NBA draft. And then we about to drop off after the number 10 pick. Shout out to anybody who just joined, man. I appreciate everybody watching. L. Raphael. Looks like LIT, Kevin Chow, HGHHH, Jimple Jim. Right now we're waiting for the Raptors pick. Raptors number 9 overall. So far we have the Mavericks who chose Cooper Flag from Duke. The Spurs who chose Dylan Harper from Rutgers. 76ers who chose VJ Edgecombe. The Hornets who draft Con Knuppel. The Utah Jazz who drafted Ace Bailey. Supposedly, there's a rumor, I don't know how true this is, but they're saying that Ace Bailey did not want to go to Utah, so that's going to be interesting. They drafted him anyways. The Wizards who chose Trey Johnson. Pelicans who drafted Jeremiah Fears. And we got the Nets who just drafted Igor Demon. We're going to see, man, this Raptors team. Oh, the pick is in right now, so we're going to see what's going on. But the Raptors may trade a lot of players as well, too. Right now, the Raptors roster, they have RJ Barrett, who I was hearing there's potential trade talks that was going on with him. Obviously, they just traded for Brandon Ingram. Last season, they traded for him from the Pelicans. They got Grady Dick, Jacob Poeltl, Emmanuel Quickley, Chris Boucher. I expect Emmanuel, as well as RJ Barrett, to potentially be on the trading block. Maybe even Scotty Barnes. I don't know what Scotty Barnes, man. Now, the Raptors had a lot of injuries last year as well, too. That definitely affected their team. We haven't even really seen Brandon Ingram play that much right now for the Raptors. So we'll see if the Raptors potentially look to trade RJ Barrett or some other players on the team and look to rebuild through the draft, see who they can get. The Raptors are on the clock right now. Let's see who they pick. So that pick will be in soon. They're talking about who the Raptors should pick. I don't know what the Raptors, man. The Raptors are kind of a wild card on this one. And it looks like the Raptors are really trying to push to get another big player in free agency. They wanted KD as well. They put in offers for KD. I don't think KD was interested in playing in Toronto. I mean, he is good friends with Drake, but I don't think he wants to be in the cold. And there was also rumors of the Toronto Raptors being a potential suitor for Giannis as well. So the pick is in right now. Colin Murray Boyles. Oh shit. Colin Murray Boyles from South Carolina, forward. His girlfriend's tall as hell, man. First South Carolina player drafted in the lottery. Okay, Colin Murray Boyles. You are a Raptor, my G. Right, we got one more pick. This guy's 20 years old, 6'6", 239 pounds, coming from South Carolina. So the Raptors have locked their pick in, and we got one more pick before I'm gonna dip out of here. We got the Houston Rockets on the clock. Sorry, the Houston Rockets originally had the pick, but they traded it to the Phoenix Suns in that Kevin Durant trade. So we're gonna see what the Phoenix Suns do. They're most likely looking to add some depth. They got Jaylen Green as well as Dylan Brooks in that trade, as well as one first-round pick. So this is the first-round pick that they got from the Houston Rockets, and they also got 5 second-round picks from the Houston Rockets as well. Okay, Colin Murray Boyles. Let's see. Can you hoop? Colin Murray Boyles. From South Carolina. Okay, we got the the Phoenix Suns number 10. They are on the clock. They'll be putting their pick in soon. Now they're showing this guy's girlfriend, Chloe Kitts. I think she also went to the same school too. She's a hooper. 6'2". These two have kids. The kids are gonna be tall as hell, man. Girlfriend 6'2", he's 6'6". All right, so we got Colin Murray Boyles going to the Raptors. You are a Raptor, sir. Shout out to the Raptors. This looks like a solid pick. It looks like a player who likes to play defense, offense. Okay, one more pick and we out of here. We got the Phoenix Suns on the clock next. Is any updates going on, man? We're seeing. I'm gonna show y'all this of Ace Bailey, who got picked at number 5 overall. Yo, I almost got caught by NBA Centel. Let me show y'all this.
prospect that declined to do so. This was not one of his preferred destinations, Utah. He was hoping to get to either Washington, New Orleans, or Brooklyn. The Utah Jazz selected Ace Bailey knowing that. This is a little bit of a stunner, but if you think about it, this is an outstanding place for Ace Bailey. They have a wide open wing situation. They have a huge need for a star in his mold. They have an outstanding coaching staff. I think Ace Bailey is going to recover from this very quickly and realize that he let a prospect that declined to do so.
Looks like Ace Bailey did not want to go to Utah, and it has been confirmed live on the broadcast as well. They're saying that Ace Bailey wanted to go to... Oh, wow, this guy's mom is bad as hell. They're saying he wanted to go to a lot of different places. He said they wanted to go to Washington, potentially the Pelicans, as well as the Nets. Those were his preferred destinations. Utah knew that he did not want to go there as a preferred destinations, but they chose him anyways. So... All right, right now they look at the Rockets trade. All right, so we got the Suns. The Suns are on the clock right now. They have got their pick in. We will be jumping off after this pick, but I appreciate everybody who came on the stream to watch this with me, man. We'll be dipping out shortly. Oh, we got some news just happened just now. The Charlotte Hornets are trading center Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns for the number 29 pick tonight. So if y'all remember, Mark Williams was actually traded to the Los Angeles Lakers this season, but the trade was actually rescinded. And this is the first time I've ever seen a trade rescinded for quite some time. Usually I've seen a trade get blocked by the commissioner, but it's, you know, seeing Mark Williams, that trade be rescinded was actually pretty crazy, but it looks like the Charlotte Hornets wanted to get rid of him eventually, and they have traded him to the Phoenix Suns for the number 29 pick. So the Charlotte Hornets will now have the number 29 pick in the draft, and they give up Mark Williams, center Mark Williams. That's pretty interesting. All right, we got the Suns on the clock. Let's see who they pick. Okay, Phoenix is on the clock right now. Let's see who they pick. Kaman Malawach. He's from South Sudan. Center. This man tall as hell, man. As soon as you look at him, you can tell he's from Sudan, man. Everyone from Sudan. This guy looks like he's like 7 feet tall, gang. So Kaman Mulach. Suns pick. Tears coming down his eyes, man. Shout out to him, man. He made it out of the trenches, man. He's from South Sudan. If y'all didn't know, South Sudan was there was a war going on there. It's my man from the trenches. So he went to the NBA Africa and Sali, Senegal at 14. I didn't even know NBA Academy has a high school out there, man. That's crazy. And he played in the Summer Olympics for South Sudan as well, too. So, yeah, that's officially the first top 10 picks, man. I'm going to hop off, man, but I appreciate everybody who's watching this. We got the first top 10 picks in. I'm going to show y'all again. And then I'm gonna read them up again. So again, we got the Mavericks with the #1 pick with Cooper Flagg, the Spurs who chose Dylan Harper from Rutgers, 76ers who drafted VJ Edgecombe. Now this is gonna be pretty interesting, at least in my opinion too, because right now the 76ers have a whole lot of guards, man. They got a whole lot of guards. So we're gonna see if they potentially are looking to trade Paul George and get something, a draft pick or some sort of compensation for him, because there's no need to have 4 guards on your roster right now. So that's going to be interesting to watch what the 76ers do. Maybe they're looking to shop Paul George right now as we speak, but we'll hear news about that and I'll be covering that. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and on Facebook as well too. On Facebook, it's the letter K, letter I, basketball, KI basketball. On Instagram, it's KI basketball HQ. So that's letter K, letter I, basketball, letter H, letter Q as in headquarters, KI basketball HQ on Instagram, and KI basketball on Facebook. And of course, I'm on the other platforms as well. Always keep it basketball, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all of that. But yeah, we got the first 10 picks in. It's looking solid. I'm gonna watch the rest of the draft on my own skis, but I appreciate everybody who came out to watch the stream, man. And we'll be back sometime this week to be able to review some of the offseason news that's been happening, man. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. It's a busy NBA season, potentially more stuff going on with Boston. We got more stuff. We have the Giannis watch, so we're gonna see what's going on with Giannis as well. And yeah, we're gonna see if there's any other moves that are being made. The Lakers have been also pretty quiet so far, so we're going to see what they're going to do. But there's a whole lot to get into. Anyways, appreciate everybody who's watching the stream, man. I'm out. Peace.